John,
Yes.
you're just sitting there. Oh,
Well, whose fault is that?
yours?
You
Not
didn't introduce
mention.
me.
No, you jumped up first, so you get the. I've told y'all need to start looking to see who's on the screen first, because y'all get to introduce the show.
No, you did not tell us that.
I think I've said it about 3
Okay,
times
show
already.
of hands of people that heard that from Joe's mouth. Just that's what I thought. Okay.
Hey, Michaela.
Hi, Michaela.
Hey,
Nice to have
Michaela.
a sane person here for a change.
Oh. No, I have found out I am addicted to these chewy sweet tarts.
Oh, those are. Except
I
for them
love
getting
those.
stuck in your teeth, yes. But
Yeah,
have you seen the big ones?
no.
Or they got some that they're like an inch and a half across and
Yeah.
about a half an inch thick. I mean, they're like that.
No, these little bitty ones right here
Mhm.
is more than you want. You don't want more than about 2 or 3 of these in your mouth at a time. And Michaela's saying, Josh, what the hell did you do
Well,
with
those
your
big
hand?
hockey puck ones.
I had a seizure yesterday.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
That's not good. Oh, when did we start
No.
getting these little stars beside all the comments?
What?
Yeah, if you mouse over.
Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? That is the one. What does that do?
oh, I guess we can award commenters a star.
Oh,
I'm
Is
a
that
star.
It wasn't there
Daddy.
last week.
My daddy just says every time the show comes on, he has to stand up and take his hat off,
oh.
as you should.
Me?
Yep, Lewis Lee his hand over his heart too.
And Josh pulls his hat off.
And strangely enough, I always sit here and I remember
Super glue works too.
I was in an honor guard formation at Berlin's Tegel Airport when French President Francois Mitterrand came into the city on an official visit. So they had an American unit, French unit, and a British unit, all waiting to greet him.
That wasn't me.
And we all had to stand there while the French band played everybody's national anthem. And that was the most beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner I have ever heard in my life, was that French military band playing that.
Huh.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, they did a good, because they had a full band. I mean, like xylophones and harpsichords. I don't know what the hell they had. Man, I couldn't see it. It's behind me. But it's the problem with being in formation. You just have to stand there at attention and try not to pass out.
12 minutes worth of standing and at attention.
Did they go a lot?
No. Once they played all the national anthems, they got him out of there, and that was the end of it.
I used to love it when the concert band had to play the national anthem, because we had everything except a string section, and it sounded much better inside an auditorium than it did out on the football field. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, you get that reverb.
Just about to say.
Yep.
And Carl, we welcome the spammers here.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Yeah, we trip over each other trying to see which one of us can ban them first.
Yep.
I wonder how many people I've got kicked off of YouTube for being child molesters.
By the way, Josh,
that's how I report them. So.
I was about to say,
If we weren't on the air, I could come out with a joke right now.
well, I was about to say, I won't comment.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the Duggars.
Josh, I don't know whether you caught my message a little while ago or not. I did bounce our little stalker on Zello.
I did.
I went right in there afterwards and
hit
hit the bounce button.
No, we was having a meeting on with our weather network. So
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to tell
you
you.
sort of
Go ahead.
got me excited yesterday when I got the text. We got us a sponsor. I'm going, yeah, who? No, for your show.
hey, they were probably sponsored. I mean, it's just a mutual sponsorship. I mean, people can get 10% off of whatever they order, and
Hey, and we've already got an ad.
Yeah.
there you go.
If I can figure out how to hold it up right.
No, you got it right.
All right, that'll be $15 to my PayPal, Josh.
Yeah. I heard that cash register sound.
Yeah, I'd stick one of them on my van, but I'm afraid the local cops would think it was a terrorist organization.
Yep.
Some of them
Weather
still
Underground
remember the
doesn't go-
weathermen from back in the 60s.
There was a terrorist group called the Weather Underground. So that's
Now, there's some guy up in Naperville that was tagging, they said, over 50 or 60 different things all around town, writing SMILZ. And they didn't know whether it was just a graffiti artist or if it was gang related. But after they caught up with this person, I guess after catching him on camera doing one. So it's a class 1 felony because he, like I said, he did over 50 or 60 defacement of public property all across Naperville. And but now they're asking people if anybody had seen them do others. They're wanting to get more counts against them, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Get enough counts against him where he'll plea out and not have to deal with a trial.
Yeah, well, that's, I think, what they're afraid of right now. But even though it's a felony, it is still Chicago.
We used to have somebody around here that would spray paint HOYT on dumpsters and walls and whatever, all over about 4 different counties. And one of the guys that I had met and was hanging out with on my days off, you know, we pulled up into one of these where the dumpster had been painted, and I'm going, what is that supposed to mean? You know, I've been seeing them for years. And he goes, it's that thing from the AC/DC song, you know, Hoyt. I'm going, dude, they're Australian. It's Oi. O-Y.
Hoyt. I was thinking of Hoyt Axton. That damn Hoyt Axton's going around tagging everything again.
So I accidentally found out who the idiot was that was spray painting Hoyt all over the place. Oh.
Carl says, oh, great. There goes my Muncie game. I've only defaced 300 places tonight.
They're coming for you next, Carl.
Run.
Well, his is a sticker. They can just peel it off. Either that or they'll scan it with their phone.
They'll never take him alive. Donald will kill him first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that little co-sponsor, I say little, beef. It's a beef jerky. That's all they do. Beef jerky, turkey jerky, stuff like that. When I was talking to them, it was kind of funny because they was like, just scan the code. I was like, scan the code. I'm not tech savvy. They sent a sticker, and plus, what do you, Joe Dog? You know more. You're tech savvy. It just got like them. It's like a barcode, but
It's that little square thing.
The little square
Yeah.
thing that looks like a thumbprint
Yeah.
almost.
They call them QR codes.
Okay. And he was like, just scan that or put that out, and whatever, and we'll give you a code for your listeners, viewers, and everything like that, and they get 10% off. I was like, cool. It took me forever to figure out how to do that.
You should have seen me the first time we went to a restaurant that instead of handing you a menu, you're supposed to scan something and download the menu from the internet. I'm going, you do realize I only use this thing for taking pictures and texting my wife, don't you?
Been there, done that.
There's a reason why my wireless plan costs me $100 a year, because I don't use the phone except, well, I sometimes play solitaire on it, but that don't need to go online. I've been trying to figure out how to take the Weather Channel and my Kindle reader off of it, because I want to save the hard drive space inside of it.
Yeah, if you need weather, just call me.
Hey, no, I mean, the reason I want to get rid of the Weather Channel is they nag me every time there's 2 flakes of snow or a drop of rain, and warn me about
there's a lot of them.
Flash flood. And I'm going, dude, I'm 20 miles away from my house, and the house is up on top of a hill. If it flash floods, it's going to have to be about 100 feet over the banks of the
I live within a mile of the big creek over here, but we're way up on the ridge. I'm literally like 150 feet above the creek.
Mm-hmm.
But because I live within a mile, we always get the flash flood alerts.
I'm 4 miles away from the river, and I still get river warnings.
Well, I'm less than a mile away from the river, but we get high water warnings for the neighborhood.
Yeah, I've seen your neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, they're worried. I mean, even when I bought the house, they asked me if I'm going to need flood insurance. If I need flood insurance, we're screwed.
We're all in trouble.
Yeah.
Chattanooga going to become a major seaport.
Joe's going to start seeing all the animals in the area coming to his house 2 by 2.
Yeah,
Joe lives in one of those neighborhoods that you can't own a basketball. Okay, because if you put a basketball down in his neighborhood, it's heading to the river.
Yeah.
But
Josh.
Same way mine is. So you want me to turn my phone sideways, Bill?
Yeah.
Hey, I like that.
We were talking about it earlier.
No,
I
Josh,
said he wasn't going full screen.
Josh, turn it back.
Thank you.
Good. Now we don't have to see you so up close so much.
Oh!
Burn! Absolutely.
Yeah,
green screen.
Bill,
There's
I forgot to. I didn't get through with my supper, so.
Oh, Lord.
Trust me, Josh, don't feel bad. I would have said the same thing about myself. I own a mirror. I'm speaking from experience.
Well, me and you have the same experience. You don't sleep, I don't sleep, so.
Well, I made up for it today.
I did too.
Well,
I went and fed the dogs and everything about noon like I normally do, and I came up, got on the computer. I figured, I'll go to that game that I'm having trouble playing because nobody should really be on the game at noon. All right. So I'll log in. I figured I'll just move my spaceship from one port to another and go mine something else, that sort of thing. So I get on there and I walk out of the little. You start off lying in a bed in a motel room at the spaceport. So I get up, I walk outside, and as I open my door, look, there's a Christmas present sitting on a table in front of the door. Little green Christmas present, red ribbon bow. And then about then, the server chat comes up, and everybody's talking about, hey, it's Luminaria. There's Christmas presents laying all over the place. I'm like, okay, I just went over and said, yeah, I just found one in front of my motel room. They go, yeah, if you take them to the trade terminals, you can turn them in for 1,000 credits. Cool. Where I was at was way out in the middle of nowhere, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in and I found one. Went and looked. There's another one. Picked up another one. Like looking around. There's like 8 or 9 of them in this hallway in this hotel room or this hotel that I'm in. So I go down, pick them all up. And I go out there, and they're all over the place, and nobody knows it. They're they're going through a city and finding 1s and 2s here and there. I've already found 8 of them. So guess what I've been doing today?
Mining presents.
Mining. Or dreaming. Whichever one you want to call it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I've been running around all day. I even bought a bigger backpack. Just to run around this little city, town, whatever you want to call it, the spaceport, and pick up all these presents and turn them in. I hit millionaire about 6 p.m.
You're gonna get an upgrade on your ship, ain't you?
Oh yeah, upgrade. Hell, I've already scoped out a new one. But here's what's funny. Hey Heather. Hey,
Heather.
Hey,
different Heather.
No, it's
different Heather, but
yeah.
We'll take all the Heather we can get.
Nick, no, I'm not saying that. I'm big. What?
Donna had to go to bed early tonight, evidently.
Oh.
No, Donna's in there. I hear her yelling at the dogs.
Oh. Carl's Donna.
Oh, Carl's Donna.
No offense, we've got too many people with the same names in here. How many Joes we got? 2 Joshes, two Joes, 2 Johns, 2 Heathers. Let me see who else we got.
1 skunk.
1 skunk.
Yeah, 1 skunk's all you need.
1 Joe who smells like a skunk. Anyway,
Hey, I took a shower tonight.
Guess what's going to be in the empty box that arrives on your front porch Christmas?
Will it be on fire?
Hey,
Probably not.
I've got a big cast iron stove in the backyard that'll burn coal. I'm good.
Oh, I wasn't thinking coal. I was thinking more of a natural gas.
Yeah.
Don't know how
Fertilizer.
I don't know how you pressurize cardboard, but I'm willing to bet somebody can figure it out.
No, you don't burn fertilizer, Bill.
Oh yeah, you do on Halloween.
You've never been to the Middle East, Josh. That's what they cook with.
Oh well, I know.
Get you a big old flaming bag of fertilizer thrown on your front porch.
That's Halloween. Do that for Halloween, not Christmas.
But you can celebrate all year long.
Yeah. Well, the hole in the ground.
Yeah.
I got to tell this story, short as it is, but when we were teenagers, one of my friends found a woman's small pocketbook laying on the sidewalk, which I thought was a little kind of strange, just right out in the middle. He ran up and he, look what I found, and he opened it up, stuck his hand in there thinking he's coming out with money, and he came out with something else.
Yep.
And He went home to wash up real quick.
That's just nasty.
I'm telling you.
Oh well, no, there's a joke out there on Facebook being passed around about so little old lady and a purse snatcher comes up and grabs her bag and she's out walking her dog and she just laughs. Guy comes up and offers to chase her down. Got her purse and said, "No, that's one of my old ones. I just used it, put the dog poop in."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the one I like is the family goes and they buy a new. They broke a TV, so went and bought a new one just like it. Okay, so get it home. They pull the new one out. They put the old one in the old box. They put it down the front porch. You're gonna take it to the dump, get rid of it, right? Somebody saw it sitting out there, went over, stole it. And they're like, okay, we don't have to take it now.
It's not our problem.
Yep.
I've seen recommendations where you get something from Amazon and you
Okay, Carl.
use the cardboard box for your cat for a litter box, and when it's full, you just tape it up and set it back out on the porch and wait for somebody to steal it. Talk about a glitter bomb.
There's a guy that takes airbags and puts them in a box with the battery and a pressure switch.
Yep.
The one I like is the guy that does the little high-tech glitter bombs.
Oh yeah.
Mark
Now, he was
Rober.
doing those. He was doing those, but he lived in Chicago or Detroit. I can't remember which, one of those big cities. Somebody came and got it, and he flipped it on. And apparently, he found some Mexican gang that had stolen the package and was driving around town with it. When he activated it, they put it outside the car on the ground, and he heard gunshots. They shot the glitter bomb.
But they did not shoot the deputy.
He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna go get that one.
Yeah, and it has fart spray with it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fart spray, glitter, and the
GPS trackers.
Yeah, GPS tracker,
Cameras. Yeah, just everything.
There was a guy on the MARTA train in Atlanta.
See, what he needs to do, he needs to do that same thing, only instead of glitter, get some great stuff foam and put a bunch of it inside the box, pointing in all different directions, a nozzle in every direction. And when he activates it, it shoots great stuff foam out in their car.
Oh, you're talking about the insulation foam?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, you get that stuff. If they get that stuff on their skin, it'll rip the hide off their skin.
Nobody told them to steal that shit. I'm handing out life lessons, okay?
I know a guy that got that stuff under his thumbnail. And
That
blew
scar
his
right there. Yeah, that was me stealing porch. That was me stealing packages off a porch, and it was full of glue.
It was funny. He also was helped break up a big porch pirate ring with it.
Mm-hmm.
The guy opened it up and GPS tracker and where it was, and the police just happened to pull right in behind and caught him. And the guy gets out brushing it off, and he's telling the cop, "This thing exploded." He goes, "Well, what is it?" And about that time, the 911 call came in. And the guy's standing there going,
Now, the one I like, he's actually got it. It's got like a cell phone built into it.
Yeah. So
not only can he hear the people when the thing goes off, he can talk to them, say, "Hey, you shouldn't have stole my package, dumbass."
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one that I would like to see the cops pull the guy over or pull up to the guy while he's trying to get all the stuff off of him. And the package goes, "Hey, this is a stolen package. You need to arrest that guy."
Oh yeah, when they talk to the package and they jump up and run.
This package is making a citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan, while I remember, A guy named Travis said to tell you hi.
Doc Travis?
Yep.
Haven't seen him in ages.
Yeah.
Uh,
I reminded him of the incident at around the pool at the Choo Choo.
that incident?
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
I need to hear about this. I need to hear about this. This could be a good story.
He goes, I sort of remember that. And I said, yeah, Dan Honafield was the one talking to you. Oh, God, yes, I remember that.
Yeah, we need to hear about this.
Let's just say there was a mason jar involved.
Man, well, okay. We can leave that part out.
Evidently, Joe Doug's not the only one that talks people out of bad situations. Oh, Lord. Well, I was having fun with my own version of a mason jar last night. I bought a bottle of Irish Mist, and I was sitting here chasing my beer with that. And boy, I slept well last night.
I bet you did.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
On camera or off camera?
off camera.
Okay.
Hey, he might sleep on camera tonight.
And I don't keep cameras going in the bedroom. I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, I've got to the point now to where after Dan leaves, after, I start checking to see if the show's still live. And I'll just sort of keep watching. And if it says live and they're over 2.5 hours, I just sort of drop in on the YouTube channel or whatever, see if they're still talking.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if Dan's asleep, that's when the fun's going to begin.
You might ought to suggest to StreamYard that they include a shut-off timer for late-night shows.
But we'll go back to that. Speaking of StreamYard, Bill, bring up stuff about that, about my stuff.
It'd be nice if they had like a macro that you could program that at a certain time, it basically goes, good night, everybody, and then runs your outro or whatever, and then shuts off the thing.
Well, yeah, except sometimes, there have been people that go on for, 4 or 5 hours actually live and talking. So,
well, there's some people that do 49 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will be right back, gentlemen.
All right.
I got to run to the refrigerator myself.
Let's all go right now, and we'll just have everybody wait and come back.
No, I'm seriously going to the fridge, guys.
Oh, he is leaving. Okay, we can get rid of him.
He is, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
Why does this look
scary.
like the Three Stooges?
Yeah. Oh
my God.
No,
I don't realize how ugly I am till I get on this camera, and I realize.
Yeah.
God.
It's like more
God,
people, the
that,
better. Like they go pull you in. It's like,
let me do it like this to where you don't see me. Oh.
Or get you an avatar like how Skunk had.
Well.
Okay. So you know how this show is supposed to be like the talks we have at conventions when the programming shut down? Okay. They were having this talk one time about how high definition cameras, high definition photography was ruining the porn industry. Because when they started using high definition cameras, you saw exactly how bad people looked within high definition.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of them porn stars that are good 20-footers. You know what that is, John? 20 foot away, they look pretty damn good.
Got to put that filter on the lens, I guess.
Michaela says it's all about the lighting. She turns off the lights and she looks better. I wouldn't say that, Michaela. I have met you in
Hey,
person.
Michaela, look at who you're being compared to here. Okay, these three guys. All right.
Yeah. I need to sit better center in the camera.
Okay. there we go.
I was centered till we got down to 3 people, and then it's like you get down, and then it's
There
like,
you go. You're now you're centered.
oh, look, there's my shoulder. Okay, it's all right now.
Carl's right. Yeah, the fantasy helps.
Oh, give it about 10 years, and all porn will be computerized.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh,
Have to
John-
wear the visors and
yeah,
John, did you used to fly pizza or just make it?
both.
Both.
Mostly fly, but I have made them.
Have you ever delivered pizza to a non-family friendly party?
Probably.
Yeah, guy opened the door and he was just
But
in
naked.
his.
Yes,
He
I've had a
wasn't
couple of those.
boot naked, but he had his skivvies on, and the girls behind him were. And there was like 20 people in that apartment. It was the big apartment building above Channel 3. They invited me to come back. I'm going, no, I'm good.
You sure you wasn't at a college party?
No.
Sounds like that's what you was doing.
No, the guy that answered the door looked about like
Dan.
Dan's age.
Hold on, Dan. Are you sure we're not like in time lock here or something? I mean, we left at the same time and came back at the same time.
I'm going to say it's the 12-ounce bladder syndrome.
Well, I'm not as old. I mean, come on.
It doesn't matter. If you're drinking a lot of these, you're training your bladder to be 12 ounces big. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as one gets through coming in,
It
one
goes
pretty
out.
much has to evacuate to make room.
I'm doing it a liter at a time.
Well, if you got a liter bladder, I'm sorry.
I'll see your liter bladder and raise you a bar.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well,
There's something wrong with that bladder.
I slept so well last night. I figured I'd try.
You know that
again.
little hose thing that's got like Sprite and Coke and tonic water on it they use at the bars? Yeah, that's me. Okay.
Michaela, let me know when you're coming to Chattanooga and I'll make sure to deliver pizza.
You should have spent more time in the dealer's room at HallowCon.
I didn't have time. I
I'm
was
so
too busy.
I'm so sad. I miss HallowCon. I was sick and I didn't want to bring my crap over there,
I
but
don't blame you for that.
And we appreciate it.
yeah, I know y'all do. But
you keep your crap in Alabama.
I did after I didn't come, but some assholes would have been on fire with my chili.
Yeah.
Believe me, they were on fire with John's.
Which
Well,
assholes?
me and Dan,
We had a bunch of them there.
Me and Dan would have been drunk. Yeah, well, John would too.
I think we covered all those bases there.
Well, I mean, it would just been a third party.
It was more like a sixth or seventh.
Well, I've just been there.
Yeah.
When's the next con? Next con.
Chatacon is a big one. It's
Yeah.
January.
January. And they have something else in February, don't they?
Conuga? Or
Yeah, I believe so.
One of them.
Yeah, because there was
Give me
always
a minute.
complaints. There was always complaints at Acrocon that there was a Chattanooga convention going on the same weekend. So some of the people had to choose which one they wanted to go to.
I would really like to get up and meet all of y'all. So
Okay. just so y'all know, I will put this on Stupid Clock. There's this thing called the Southern Fandom Resource
Guide.
Yes.
Yep, I used to post it in Aphelion every month. It was one of the things. There was also a guide for science fiction TV shows that were on that somebody did, and they'd just send me an email with the link, and I'd go and link all their stuff to where people read my magazine could click on their link and go to it and check it out. But Southern Fandom Resource Guide is an amazing resource.
I will post the link to it to Stupid O'Clock here in a minute.
I need to look because I've got to start looking for conventions next year. I did get my HallowCon badges today.
Well, who's all
That's
going
odd.
to that?
You know, take a wild guess at which convention is not on.
HallowCon?
Oh, no, never mind. Found it. It's down there. Okay.
I was fixing to say
HallowCon 47. Let me see what else we got in the area.
Amy, I am so sorry, but we don't put that stuff up in our chat rooms.
John,
you have a great day.
I was
John,
considering, but I didn't know whether that was supposed to be an emoji.
It's a porn website.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
but we were talking about it. So,
Yeah.
you know.
John, is there any cons in May?
Let me see. HallowCon 47 is the January 14th to the 16th. Conuga is February 18th to the 20th, about a month later. And then what was the one you're looking for?
Anything in May?
Anything in May?
Yeah.
May.
Let me see here. Maybe.
FrankenCon up in Knoxville.
You got a couple in Atlanta. You got Furry Week in Atlanta. I'm quite sure Skunk will be there. FroliCon is in Atlanta.
That one would fit in with
MatrothamCon.
our previous discussion.
MatrothamCon is May 13th and 15th.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
That's up here around us. That's
Yes.
here in Chattanooga.
Yeah,
And I think the Atlanta Steampunk Expo is sometime in February.
Yeah, I got to get with Bill on that one.
Yeah, we've been asked to go, but I don't. Lindsay's afraid of running into somebody that
I've never heard of this one. CoastCon. It's in Biloxi, Mississippi.
CoastCon's been around for a while.
Really?
But the reason I said the 15th May, 13th through 15th is me and my wife's 10th anniversary. So, and we're going to Nashville. So for that whole week.
Nashville has a lot of cons. I can't tell you how many.
Dan, put that over in private chat, the name, so I can let you know something about the Atlanta Steampunk.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay, I posted that in Stupid, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, Southern Fandom Resource Guide is just there's like 20 conventions a month listed
At least.
All right.
All right.
so
I'm going to save that name for later.
Josh asked me to bring something up before everybody left to do a hail pail. But
Bill, hold on.
Pardon Bill while he whips this out.
No, and there he leaves again. So I ain't bringing it up now.
No, I just turned my camera off.
Or if you want to get rid of
He's still got his audio on.
Go ahead, Bill.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you want to get rid of Josh, just say, Josh wanted me to bring this up. and he leaves.
You got to get my charger.
Joe D. McPhee is in the house.
Hey, Joe.
Howdy.
Oh, did I don't know if y'all saw it. Chattanooga has an RPG fandom thing on Facebook. I'm a member of it. Well, darn, I gotta go look this up.
Role playing games.
Role playing games. Yes, I know.
Oh, not the military RPGs? Oh, darn. I'm not interested then.
You know, there is a big difference, and both are.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm trying to think.
Well, I think we got another one. Well,
No, don't.
Had another one. Joe Dog is quick on the band hammer tonight. Moliere is getting a workout.
Oh, here it is. I'm going to promote this without Joe's permission, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. The Chattanooga RPG group, they're having a lunch hangout on the 13th. It's going to be at Forbidden City Restaurant on Gun Barrel Road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that might be neat.
How many people can make it?
So far, 5. Tony Say is one of them. Just so you know, Joe.
Who?
Tony Say.
You
You've
don't
had him
know.
on the show.
I don't know.
He does gaming and game shops and stuff like that.
Oh, maybe I think I know who you're talking
Okay.
about. I'm just sitting here waiting.
Joe, if I tell you you've had them on the show, you go, "Oh yes, of course. He was such a nice guy. We need to get him on more often." That's the proper answer. Okay, Joe. Don't who? You know, these are the people that might actually be giving you money, guy. You know, see, that's why Josh has sponsors and we don't. He's nice.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
You know, people want to sponsor us. They're crazy, but
Joe, Dog,
yeah.
I'll help out. You want me to get y'all? Yeah, I can reach out.
I mean, you know, we don't want much. I mean, $1,500 a month to get most of us through.
1,500 what?
Pesos? That's about what $1's worth right now.
Joe wants Bitcoins.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he can bite his own coins.
Yeah, that's that good on bit.
He wants that cryptid currency.
Cryptic. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cryptid crunch currency.
yeah, there you go. That comes in a cereal box, though, don't it?
Speaking of
Free
that,
inside.
It's a collector coin with Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster and cryptocurrency.
Something I can't hold.
Somebody was asking me the other day about toys. It might have been Steve Ellis or something in Green Room last Friday, asking about them putting toys back in cereal boxes again. And I said, that would be nice. And believe it or not, yesterday I saw in the janitorial size drum version of, what was it, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they have toys, little, small, dinky looking, with the misshapen heads that I hate so much, like Funko Pops. And they were of all the General Mills characters. So if they had certain amount that would come in the box, but then they come and tell you the monster cereal toys were the rare ones. They're coming right out to tell you. And, you know, talk, and it's back to, of course, you know, oh, come on, let's keep buying them so we can get the rare monster cereal toys in them, you know, which, of course, was the whole reason for toys in a box of cereal to begin with anyway, just to get them to buy the box of cereal and throw out the cereal and keep the 10-cent toy.
Throw out the cereal. I'm going to eat that.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's one for everybody. Okay, raise your hand if, as a child, you dug through a box of cereal to find the toy.
Didn't have to dig through it. We just emptied it into a great big old salad bowl.
I always held.
Oh, that's no fun.
And then
For some reason, they always put
poured
the
the
plastic
cereal
toy
back
on
in.
the side of the box.
Of course.
Yeah, Jody says. Jody
It's always
saying I
on the
don't
bottom.
looks like I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Actually, I'm in shock. Tesla lost almost $300 today.
Oh,
Mm.
I got
Yeah,
stock in Tesla.
Well, hopefully somebody will find it.
Yeah,
We'll
because
return it to them.
well,
Elon
if the
Musk
Soviets had won in Command and Conquer, your Tesla stock would be way up there.
Yep. Elon Musk came out and talked crap about socialism and communism.
If
Sorry,
any of you,
I
got,
said
if any
something.
of you
Sorry, I said
viewers
something
here have
about
gotten
politics.
that joke, please let me know because I really don't want to be that old and telling dad jokes that kids don't get.
Well, ironically enough, the oil prices doubled today.
Yeah.
So if Tesla went down and oil went up,
That ought to tell you something.
yeah.
Did somebody come out with a new Corvette engine or something like that?
What you think of Russia's about to do to Ukraine?
That 800 horsepower lawnmower I saw over at Lowe's.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the Soviet Union is sitting there going, "Are you sure Ukraine gave us back all those nukes we had stationed over there? Just want to know before we kick this off." And Ukraine's like, "Yeah, we gave them all back to you. Come on over."
Yeah, we checked them all. Mm-hmm.
We know where they all are.
Yeah.
Make sure you take this road.
Now, a big more worry.
Don't worry about the potholes. We'll take care of that in a few minutes.
More worry about China than Russia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, did you hear? But Santa's got to start paying for the parking his reindeers now.
Yeah.
$40 an hour or hold it parking.
Yep. Either that, if he goes to the neighborhoods, it'll be on the house.
Yep. Don't worry about. You got to pay for the reindeer farts too.
It's carbon emissions.
What's the matter, Dan?
Yep.
Oh, I just understood.
It's got to wait till later.
No, it ain't got to wait at all. I'm.
You caught up, Dan?
Yeah,
Got a
I'm old
hose.
enough to where I got that one right away. I didn't even have to wait.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey, Joe,
Yeah.
can I put that lunchtime hangout thing for the Chattanooga RPG Society on Stupid O'Clock, or you want to look at it first?
Bill,
Just
I
throw
might-
it on there. Shoot, let them go.
Bill, I might make it to, and Dan might make it till the late night show.
I'll put it on there. Maybe they owe us some money. How's that sound, Joe?
So now I'm going to watch Josh creep out again when I bring up the subject that he wanted me to bring up.
Here we go.
So Josh has his cohort partner in crime, Greg, have actually paid for StreamYard. They're paying StreamYard now. Can you imagine that?
Oh, my.
To do their weekly show that would typically be on tonight at 7:00, 1 hour before this show would come on Central Standard Time.
Hold on. We're waiting till tomorrow because it's outbreak tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. And the fact that you both had personal injuries within the last 24 hours too. But yeah, typically a weekly show Thursday nights at 7 Central, with the exception of bad weather that they would break in and do live reports wherever that bad weather would be. However, Josh has got questions about StreamYard, and then also we were talking about different things that they could do, that author friends that we all know do have Patreon pages to help support them with what they do and make what they do better. And I told him that all of you could actually probably give him a little bit better information than what I could give on it.
Yeah, well, Wednesday nights would be better
What the heck are you talking about?
because of that way Brian's show's going on.
Well,
And then yeah, y'all get with y'all holler at me.
well, you said Wednesdays would be better, but we're kind of got to go with the weather.
Yeah.
You'd be more like Joe does with Armchair Rocket Science.
Right.
When something gets scheduled, boom.
Yeah.
Even if
It doesn't get canceled.
real quick and you know. Well, that's the thing about
Yeah, but
launchers,
and which like right now, wintertime weather is not that big of a deal.
Maybe not down there, but up here it is.
Well, no,
come on.
down here it is severe weather. This second severe
Hey,
weather season.
If you can close the entire city of Atlanta with 3 snowflakes, okay, it's a big
yeah.
deal down here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because they have no snow plows.
No, they do have snow plows.
See, I would love to, as a prank, pull up on the side of the freeway with a snow machine
And just shoot it.
and just shoot it up over those brick walls onto the freeway and have the emergency alert signs go, snowfall, run for your lives. You know,
Clear.
It was
Milk
4th
and
of
bread.
July weekend and probably be a giveaway.
everybody buy French toast and ingredients. You're gonna die otherwise.
Yeah, really. You need milk, bread, eggs.
French toast
and-
sounds really good right about.
Ah,
Yeah, well, it always sounds good, but
why is that what everybody buys? Never understood.
Strangely enough, I need bread. So
No, I want steak. If it's gonna be that cold and snow, I can throw the steak outside.
I'm one of those guys that when the Tomato Joe and the Traeger grilling Facebook pages, you know, everybody snowed in. Oh, we can't grill. I'm one of the guys like standing out there in a Santa hat grilling steaks and stuff like that. Flipping steaks.
I have actually done that. I've had my grill outside fired up, snow falling. I'm out there flipping steaks. I got my insulated coveralls on
And they taste better.
You didn't.
I'm
Wait a
out
minute.
there.
Insulated coveralls. You didn't.
I'm
do it
out
in
there
your
in
boxer
shorts
shorts.
and flip flops.
No, I'm not crazy, John. I get cold.
I'm crazy. I'm out there with a beard.
I don't build
and
a
boxer shorts.
big enough fire to barbecue to grill steaks on that's going to warm me up externally, unless I'm standing right over.
Now,
But-
if you wear boxer shorts, you can just like back into the grill and it's like, ooh, that's nice and warm.
No.
Sit my ass.
Everybody is listening. Who's got the better beard? Me or Dan?
Well, mine's kind of difficult to tame. There's
I'm going to
always-
say Dan's just because it's got the point to it.
Well, I had to cut mine because Alabama lost.
Alabama what?
Alabama lost a few months ago, but I would have had a point.
Oh, okay, so right now Dan's got it, but
Yeah,
Eh,
I want some comments. Come on.
no offense, Josh, but I like Dan's mustache better too. So
Well, yeah, I do have
you
problems.
see it, it's so white.
he's nicely
He used-
groomed. I don't know what it is. I like that. I like that.
Dan,
Yeah.
I know what you need to do after you retire.
What?
Grow your hair out, grow your beard out, and start applying to be mall Santas around the country because they make good money.
I'm just about fat enough now.
I know. That's why I said that.
The last 2 years have helped. I've gained what is it, 25, almost 30 extra pounds since 1999. Or not 2019.
Thing doesn't show up good on blue screen or green screen.
Oh no, you looking good.
You look like Scarborough on the shelf.
John, what you need is a little thing inside where it just spins it around.
All right, I'll be back.
It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, you should have held that to the late
You're-
night.
You're never going to make it as a pole dancer, boy.
Dude, put a pole up in that room.
Wait a minute. You can only see this side of the room. That side of the room got a pole. Think I'm kidding? I got 4 of them right there. It's a banister bed. It's got the big tall poles on each corner.
Oh, yeah. That way you can mount a camera to each one and do your own little movies. And
No, but the handcuffs do wear into the wood. That's one problem.
Yeah,
I got to put something on the hardwood to protect it from the handcuffs.
that is a problem.
Everybody thinks I'm joking, but let me.
No, I don't believe. I believe you. If you're lying to me, I ain't gonna trust.
There they are. Think I'm kidding.
You want? Hey, is that what you want for Christmas?
What, more handcuffs? Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I believe he probably just wants somebody to
Hey,
use them.
I'm one of the few people that everybody was talking about the flex cuffs that the military uses to detain suspects. Okay, I'm one of the few people showed up in Iraq with handcuffs. Okay, everybody's like, "Where'd you get those?" I said, "Hey, don't ask, don't tell."
Off the headboard. It gets you more room in the Humvee. I mean, they're not going to sit close to you.
They got mad at me because I wanted to build a Tesla coil out by the concertina wire. So, yeah, don't come near the concertina. We only have to turn it on at night just so the locals can see it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all. You don't actually have to do anything with it. Just let them see that.
Just let them see it.
All right, just a little scare.
Yeah.
Plus, you can pick up Radio Free Europe on your AM radio.
See, my idea was, okay, you get a bunch of those fake skeletons like at the Halloween store, okay, and dress them up in blackened clothing. And just paint them black, all sorts of like charcoal, all sorts of like that. And then at night, when they're watching your base, turn on the Tesla coil and have it go into the wire, into the concertina wire.
Concertina wire, yeah.
Then turn it off and go out there and lay those skeletons in the concertina wire.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing next morning when the sun comes out, have a detail go out there and pull the skeletons out and put them into body bags and haul them back to the base. They'll never come near your fob again. I swear to God, they'll stay away from it. And they were like, "No, we can't do that." Says, well, can we all buy stormtrooper armor? And when we get off the plane in Kuwait, we all march off behind Darth Vader. Okay, that's just.
Those are excellent suggestions.
Hey,
Why they wouldn't go for that?
I'm
because
all about shock and awe.
Yeah, they want to use $1 billion
I get
worth
the awe
of
part,
ammunition.
If I were running the military and I were going to invade a country, okay, I would build a Zeppelin that looked like a Star Destroyer. Okay. To scale, but it's a Zeppelin. There's nothing really in it. It just looks awesome. And have it slowly approach their country.
Hey, have you seen that plane that supposedly Turkey's building?
Supposedly.
They say it's U.S. tech and Russian technology.
Cool.
It was on Defense News today.
No, I have not. I know they were talking about getting the F-35. I think that may be a hoax, just so we give them the F-35s back.
Yeah,
you know what happened, right? Why we didn't give them the F-35s?
Oh yeah.
They went and bought a bunch of these S-400 surface-to-air missile systems from Russia.
Yeah.
We told them not to because Russia can monitor the damn computer on the thing. It's hackable. And we don't want them tying it into our networks. because they've probably already figured out a way to hack our networks if we use any of their shit. I would, but so Turkey went ahead and bought the S-400 anyway. Fine, we're not selling you F-35s until you get rid of the damn things. So apparently Turkey's trying to get us to keep selling them F-35s. Now, the one thing I like that Turkey is doing is they have a military drone now. Armed drone, shoot missiles, stuff like that. But they're exporting it to everybody. Guess who they're exporting it to? Ukraine.
Hey.
Yeah, Ukraine loves them damn things. And Russia's like, hey, Turkey, quit selling the missiles. And Turkey's like, hey, fuck you, Russia. Okay.
Oh my.
You sure you don't want to start writing military sci-fi stories, John?
Actually, yes, I would love to write military sci-fi stories. It's just that I type like a beer bottle. Okay.
Hey, me and you can go in and
You got to take those beer bottles off your fingers before you start typing.
no. Type in one hand.
Actually, I would love to get one of those voice recognition programs.
Not touching that line, Josh.
I thought about getting the dragon
type
speech
with one
recognition
hand
thing.
No, not typing.
Huh?
No, not I use fingers on both hands to type with. Thank you. I think it might actually sometimes even equal 6 fingers.
I took typing classes in high school. I know how it works.
I do too.
My trigger fingers just don't do that. Okay.
Our teacher in high school, if we were caught looking at the keyboard while we were typing, she would take a piece of paper and tape it over it, and we'd have to stick our hands underneath the paper to type.
You know the machine that did the label makers, you A, C, whatever. Yeah. She took bits of that and put it over the letters on the keyboard, and she would start off with she'd let you see the keyboard at the beginning of the class. About 2 weeks into it, she'd cover up 3 of the commonly used letters. Okay. Week after that, there'd be more little dots on your keyboard, and none of them were the same. Every keyboard had different dots covered up, so no matter which keyboard you sat down at, it was different every week. And eventually, she covered up. There were these little labels over everything on your keyboard, and that was ridiculous. I was like, what is like Joe getting drunk and texting people. Yeah.
That sounds about like my mom's manual typewriter that I wrote the outline for my first novel on. She had used it so much that there was no more lettering on the keyboard. It was almost totally blank.
I wish I had a typewriter.
Who can still remember home rule?
I've still got the little raised bars on these things, but I never learned to touch type.
ASDF JKL semicolon.
I do look at the keyboard while I'm typing, which is one reason why I have to go back and correct so many typos, because I didn't hit that key hard enough, even though I saw myself hit it. So there's letters getting left out.
But I can do it great on
a phone,
a computer, keyboard, something like that. But not only.
Well, I've got a writer friend out in Texas, and she's got rheumatoid arthritis really bad, and she tried one of those voice to text programs that would type for her, and she said it was so hard to teach it her accent that she just gave up. I mean, it was not coming fast enough for her to to be able to do a novel by sitting there and talking to a microphone. So
Yeah, Southern accent doesn't understand Southern or Scottish.
Bull crap. Well,
well,
hold on.
you just have to take time to train the program to your accent, and nobody else can use it once you've trained it to your accent.
Really?
Could you imagine people watching this show right now with subtitles underneath?
No,
Some of the
There are people watching.
Alexa, play death metal.
Man, I was about to say. I mean, I'm probably.
Subtitles, John.
I was about to say y'all need to put subtitles under me. I mean,
Okay, Bill, what have you
Bill,
said?
we're gonna have to kick you because you northern.
Well, I was waiting till we were done with the typing stories, but since you've already put it up, I just want to take a minute to thank everybody
Yeah.
for me
900.
to get to 900 followers on the Artwork of Bill Sarton Facebook page. That's been up for 3 years now. So, as you know, Facebook, in its infinite stupidity, stopped allowing you to like a page. That and now they're asking you just to follow it, which is probably better anyway. But so I posted this a few days ago when I found out I was at 900 followers. I don't know. I don't check it all the time, but I just wanted to thank everybody, and anybody who hasn't followed my artwork page and see all the really cool stuff on there besides what I draw, some other things. I posted
Bill, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Real quick. Okay. Who do you think is sexier, Amy Pond or Velma Day Stinkley?
Velma.
I'm basically going to have to go with Frankenstein on that one.
Frankenstein.
Just simply because he can strike a pose.
Now, quick question. How come? Oh, wait. Never mind. I found the fourth beetle. It's hidden in the picture behind Velma, strangely enough.
I didn't put all 4 members of KISS, and I didn't put all 4 monkeys, just one, because as you could tell, I was running out of space.
Okay.
Just the monkey.
But up in the upper left-hand corner, that's my Facebook friend, John Davey, as Captain Marvel.
Oh.
So if John's watching tonight, I remembered him on there.
I am a little disappointed, though, in your selection of Snoopy. Okay. I'll just say.
Joe Cool? You don't like Joe Cool?
Joe Cool thing. You didn't get him as the Sopwith Camel flying doghouse.
I have done that in the past.
That's my favorite thing he does.
Yeah.
I mean,
because you're a military man, that's why.
No, just because Snoopy and the Red Baron is just so class. I mean, it was a song about it.
And by the way, speaking of that, today is the anniversary of A Charlie Brown Christmas, which debuted on December 9th, 1965 on CBS television.
Wow.
And if you went to my artwork page, you would have already known that.
Poor Caitlin Gibbs just got blocked before she even knew what happened.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Israel now has their own version of Air Force One? And the only reason I bring this up is
the punchline.
The new one.
The only reason I bring it up is because it just popped up as soon as I turned off Bill's thing.
You talking about the new one?
Apparently. Oh, it's called Wings of Zion. It's not called Air Force One, but it's their version of Air Force One. So.
Well, they probably designed the one.
Good night, Samantha.
You're having fun playing whack-a-mole, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You thank BKM for that, sending them over.
I was reaching for the
That is what it's, okay. For those of you at home, Joe, bring me up to number 1. Just put me, okay. For those of you at home who don't understand what we're talking about, okay, we keep getting like porn sites and all these Russian bots and stuff.
Good night, Grace.
Throwing stuff. Yeah, there's another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Throwing stuff up on our page, trying to like get us to post them or some stupid something like that. But here's
Trying to
what's
get
funny.
kicked off.
Every time they put someone in here, our site gets a hit, meaning somebody basically went to our site and liked us. So every time one of these porn bots pops up, we're getting a
hit.
That thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing right there. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if people at home can see it. We can. But it tells us how many viewers we have. So every time one of these porno people come on here and try to put porno on here, we're getting an algorithm. Hey, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, really.
Thank you, there. Okay.
Pretty soon we'll be interrupted by commercials.
John, I only have one question. What does Al Gore's rhythm have to do with it?
I don't know. It had something to do
Tipper
with
said
Tipper.
nothing at all.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
Tipper Gore. Yeah, it's you
Uh-oh.
got an Al Gore rhythm and a Tipper Gore rhythm, and apparently
Oh.
one of them would get you money.
Well,
The
Al Gore
algorithm
did
gets
invent
you
the
money,
internet, so
unless
they had to
you're-
name something.
Yeah.
unless you're a pimp.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Now, if
Yeah,
you are a
it's called the
pimp, the
wastebasket.
Tipper Gore rhythm gets you money. So
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're coming in as twins now.
Yeah.
Can I get a?
ooh, freaky twins. Ooh. Keep going, Joe. We got a bunch of these.
Uh-oh.
You know, Joe, every time you do that, you ought to have a sound effect, a whack-a-mole sound effect every
Yeah.
time you.
Or some kind of
Bam.
Wait a
bell.
minute. I don't know about whack-a-mole, but what would be a good sound effect for that?
Let's go,
It's-
Brandon.
No,
Let's
no,
go,
no.
Brandon.
Bill,
No, it's
I
got to
can't-
be a good cartoon.
Bill, I can't
Smash.
believe you didn't think about this. Okay, I cannot believe Bill didn't come up with this. The special effects from the fight scenes from Batman.
Mm.
Pow! Biff! Wow!
Oh.
Wham!
Wham. Yeah, wham.
Well, yes, but we don't want to get Joe in trouble for using
We'll make our
copyrighted
How hard
Copyrighted,
is it to get on flipping-
emojis.
No, you ain't got to use the emoji.
They're coming through YouTube.
Come here, bud. No, you can. They can
I could do that on Paint. Come on, I could do Pow, Biff, and Whap. And it's not that hard.
They can't see you.
Well, I was thinking of the typical one that you would always hear on all the cartoons when somebody gets whacked with a hammer or something.
Camera's off. Come here.
You did notice my background here, Bill?
Hmm.
Okay.
Camera's off.
You do notice who's firing the catapult over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it say Acme on there anywhere?
It does on here somewhere. I'm just not sure.
Okay.
There's the big rock. I'm assuming it's one
Yeah.
of these up here. Damn.
We see you, Kimberly.
No, shut up.
You know,
If you hear
if this was
pops and
another
banging,
show,
it's
there'd be a
probably
pot of
Bill.
coffee showing up all of a sudden. Okay. Just figured I'd mention that.
Bill, you better say she wasn't on camera.
I love what you did with your hair, Kimberly.
And now you know why I ain't on
Is-
the show late.
You can
Is
tell
that a
people
new
you
top
don't
that you
like.
have on? It looks great.
Bill should go reach through the monitor and
I
throttle.
know.
Yeah, I will pay for the ticket for her to come up there.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. Hold on a minute. Oh, that's a problem.
What?
I was trying to do work on the other side on the YouTube, and I'm hearing the same conversation over and over again, and I'm thinking, Josh, Bill is trying to get you brain, didn't he?
Joe, you might want to kick him out right now.
Bill, you're about to get stuck in a room with a bunch of porn stars. Okay.
Yeah. Or bots.
Keep the
Mhm.
camera
Porn
rolling.
bots.
Porn bots.
That makes money in Japan.
Here we go, talking about fembots again.
Well, Everybody got to have a hobby.
It all comes down to the $6 million man. I know.
Da-dun, da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da.
There's a reason why he always was in slow motion when he used the
And hell,
That's so you can see it.
and hell, I was trying to make it a dance show.
Uh-oh.
Bill was trying to get me kicked off here already.
I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on. Get it typed in. Come on, get it typed in.
Bring it, Cornpot. We're waiting for you.
Yeah, I think the reason it's not working right now is because there's like all 5 of us are clicking on block.
You call that porn? You ain't seen nothing till you seen this show. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. We're approaching 11 o'clock.
We're not porn. We're corn.
Why corn? Because that's what sheep eat.
Yeah, I don't know if we're coming at you.
We're
I'll be right
triple X corn.
Josh,
Yeah, I shut up.
this isn't the green room.
I know. We ain't made it to the time yet.
Not for another 40 minutes.
Yeah, I have trouble keeping the brakes on myself. That's the trouble with being a drive-by smartass.
I figured if Josh,
it just slips out without you even wanting to say a word. But
Josh is sober tonight, so.
Well, there's your answer right now.
There's a problem right there. Okay.
Yeah.
now I know why Josh has his phone vertical and not horizontal, because when it's vertical, Kimberly thinks nobody can see her.
All right, Bill.
Hey,
I always thought she was a redhead.
Yeah, the Spear Bill.
Wait a minute. Who are you and what have you done with Carl?
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody call 911 and trace this.
Yeah.
Michaela,
Please don't give me straight lines like that.
Okay. I'm going to throw this up here because this is one of those crazy things I had to put up with this week. Okay. My brother, my younger brother, I'm the oldest of the bunch. One of my brothers may have gotten his girlfriend pregnant. Okay.
Hopefully, congratulations are in order.
It is hopefully congratulations, yes. But how did I find out about it? Did he text me and tell me? No. How did I find out about it? He texted on Discord one of his gaming groups and let them know about it. And one of the buddies from the gaming group told me about it, not realizing that he was, because everybody uses code names or whatever, aliases, whatever. Told me that this guy's girlfriend had gotten pregnant. I'm like, that's my brother. He says, you're kidding. No. And he didn't tell you. No. Welcome to the modern age.
Hey, similar situation. Found out this week.
Is that what
cousin,
the kids are calling it nowadays?
my cousin just had a baby, 3 weeks old. Found out from his dad that he had a baby. Hope y'all listening. But he told me he had, his son had a baby, and didn't hear nothing about it, until his dad told me. And talked to my cousin a couple of days ago. I was like, hey man, you got anything you might want to tell me? He was like, I guess you talked to my dad. I was like, yeah, I talked to Bob. his dad's name, Bobby. He's like, yeah, me and that girl had a baby. I'm like, really? Y'all been pregnant, and everything like that. And you ain't tell. I mean, I didn't tell him that. But I'm
That
like,
sounds so southern. Y'all been pregnant?
really?
It is a partnership, you know. It does
But
take two to tango.
It doesn't get much more southern than that right there, okay?
yeah, I mean, exactly.
Now, the thing is, they had one test, okay? So they think she's pregnant. They're getting a more, I'm not sure what the right proper test or
a more sensitive test.
I'm not sure.
Going to the doctor. Yes.
Being as I've been very careful not to leave any children on this planet, yes. That's,
why would you be doing that? You're a fine, upstanding young man. You should.
Yeah, but don't leave them on the planet. Take them back with you.
Yeah, really.
the mothership.
Make sure they get
them
back
all
on
with
the
me. Okay.
mothership. Right.
I was about to say, my dad had them in Vietnam, Philippines, and everywhere else. So.
It's very sporting of him.
Yeah.
It's,
and no telling wherever else. But I hate to talk bad about my dad, but
not that I don't mind spreading genetic material around, but just, I don't want somebody coming up, 10 years from now going, hey, you remember so-and-so? Because don't laugh, that sort of shit has happened in my family where somebody has just been sitting there one day and all of a sudden got a letter in the mail like, you remember so-and-so? Yeah, well, I'm her daughter. She says you're the dad.
Oh, you're my dad.
This happened, well, it happened to me 8 years ago.
Not in the age of internet. Okay, you really don't want that.
No, but it really happened to me 8 years ago. Half sister. And my dad used to be like involved with this lady. Hey, sorry about it. I'm telling my family business, but yes.
That's what family business. You think they're not talking about you behind your back? You go, boy.
I don't give a crap. But yeah, I had a half sister that was a couple of years younger than me, and she found out who I was, and came to me. Found out she already knew who my dad was, and I talked to her mom, and everything like that. So I was like, "What? Cool. I got a sister." And like 2 years later, she overdosed. And I'm like, what the crap? But just, I've got a picture on my Facebook of me and her, and you can tell me and her are brother and sister. We look like twins. So.
Well, you don't exactly have one of those, and how can I put this, non-Alabaman faces. No offense, I could pull into any gas station. I could pull into any gas station in the state of Alabama and find somebody that looked just like you. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as an insult. It's just you have a very common face.
Yeah. Well, my mom, let's just say she was from Hawaii. So
if somebody had told me that you and Dan were related, I'd believed it. There's a slight resemblance, but
yeah. Well, see, most 90% of my grandfather's kin folks are from Georgia.
And I do have to say,
and there's a bunch of camps in Georgia.
It's nothing that I'm bragging about or nothing that I am ashamed of, but
do you have camps in your family there, Dan?
The men in my family do get around, and they do like a pretty girl.
Prodigious, I believe, is the word you're looking for, Dan.
Prodigious. They got a wandering eye, let me tell you.
I thought he was talking about a Beach Boys song.
Up there,
Dan,
somewhere around Carl and Donna, there's an entire town
Dan,
named after us.
This is me stirring the pot.
Dan, are you my daddy?
Hey,
Daddy Dan.
you ain't getting no child support. I ain't got nothing for you to claim.
Hey, Josh, your daddy's going to retire in a couple of years. I'll give you both plenty of time to go fishing.
Hey, as long as we go fishing, I ain't want no time.
Where was Dan about 40 years ago? I was at work, Carl. Fooling around with a totally different woman.
I wasn't there that day. I was sick.
Hey, I'm the only guy I know. When you ask me where I was 40 years ago, I can say probably at work and be 90% correct, or correct 90% of the time.
Say, where was you 40 years ago? Well, I was in 1981. I won't lie.
Where was I 40? That reminds me of what happened to me at work. Evidently, one of our company vehicles got one of those automated speeding tickets. The camera speeding tickets.
Mm-hmm.
They had cameras back then.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was so
It was
funny.
actually a bird that was printed on stone.
Yeah.
And it popped up, the time that it happened was like 2:43 in the afternoon on a certain date. And I went, okay, let me look at the calendar. I said, no, it couldn't have been me that day. He said, the supervisor goes, why could it not have been you? The vehicle was signed out to you. I said, well, for one thing, that is the same day as HallowCon, and I got off a half day early for that. I mean, I've got, what we call pink slips for time off, personal time off, in my file that I left at 11:30 that morning. They're going, well, the truck was signed out to you. I said, well, I got proof that I wasn't here. Y'all got to figure out who had the truck, because it wasn't me. I wasn't even on property.
Who took your truck without the proper paperwork?
Yeah.
They got to figure out.
See if they spelled your last name right when they signed your name to it.
Hey, needless to say, that argument was over real quick.
When we go up to Chicago, once you get past Bensonville,
Louisa, thank you for your service.
You see those stoplight cameras everywhere up there. Now, once upon a time, not too many years ago, a couple places up there in Chicago got in trouble.
Okay.
So, and anyway, so they had the cameras up there on the stoplights, but there's nothing else. And why they're leaving, I know those cameras are expensive. And when they were forced to not be able to use them anymore, they just took out part of it, not all of it. But the ones that do work, you'll see them every once in a while. Somebody's doing something, and even just going over the double white line, and then boom, you'll see one flash.
Back
3M. 3M used to make these laptop screens that you put them over your laptop screen, and they're polarized. So if you move your head a little bit to the left or to the right, nobody could see your screen. So it's like a privacy screen. Well, they had to quit making them because people were taking them and cutting them to fit over their license plate. So that unless you were standing like right behind the car looking at the license plate, if you were off to the side doing a camera thing, you couldn't see the license plate.
Yeah, they're illegal to have now.
Yep.
Well, yeah, you can't have any type of clear covering over your license plate in Illinois.
Clear ones are not any
because eventually they turn yellow, and or the glare will prevent them from getting there.
Back in the 80s, the factory had this real big, we're going to do this security camera thing all over this 140 acres worth of buildings or whatever it is. It's like bigger than the local airport. And back about 10 years ago, I was hanging out with one of my coworkers in between unloading trucks coming in with supplies and stuff, because that was my job at that particular time. And we went outside. He goes, "Oh, wait, we need to get back under the shadow. There's that security camera there. They'll be watching that and think we're goofing off and we'll get in trouble." And I just looked up there and I go, the camera's still there, but the coaxial cable that's supposed to be connected to it is about 8 feet away, and that camera ain't doing nothing. Because
what happened, John?
We've had 11 of those folks so far.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. We're getting popular.
Well, popular with Russian spam bots is not something I want to brag
Hey,
about.
we're big in the Russian porn community.
Do Spadona.
The next thing you know, they'll be wanting to offer us Polaroids. On that note, I got to run to the restroom and I shall return. You have been warned.
All right. And here I got to square back up the camera. No, don't do that.
Why?
Mm.
You don't want to see that tote over your left shoulder there?
No.
Hmm?
I need to clean up my office.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the stuff from HallowCon. We shut down for 2 months after HallowCon. I don't do anything dealing with HallowCon for 2 months. I don't know how many people have messaged me, about being guests and all this. I said, we don't do anything until January 2nd. So I figure my inbox will just explode on January 2nd.
Oh.
Do you want a mail order bride? She's very quiet and cooks. Visit our website now. No, I don't want a mail order bride. I'm too old to train another
human
one.
trafficking is a little bit, shall we say, taboo in the United States.
And I'm too old to train another one.
Send me 8 of them. I need a sled.
Oh.
Well, excuse me. I was looking at this thing here talking about this perfect alignment of the planets with the moon as of the last couple nights, as long as you have clear skies. It's kind of low to the horizon, but you see Jupiter, Venus, Mars, along with the moon.
Sounds interesting.
And anyway, without the assistance of a telescope, but if you have a telescope, I think you could see much more wonderful things, especially with Jupiter.
Yeah, Carl just said someone questions if you've trained the one you already have. Yeah, I've got her trained pretty good.
Those shock collars work.
I know. They do.
Yeah, but it's advised you wear them on your neck, Joe.
Depends on what you're trying to train.
Your dragon.
Boy, that could make the invisible fence an entirely different animal altogether.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very familiar with the invisible fence. I've been to conventions. Don't stray.
You run into something?
Well, let's just say I run up against something.
Hey, just so you know, they work on kids. If you tell them stay in the yard, don't go in the neighbor's yard. That electric fence thing, that invisible fence thing, is great for that. I mean,
Oh yeah.
They don't work on dogs.
they don't work on dogs, but kids don't run that fast, so they work great on kids.
If this were the green room, I've got a story somebody told me about something they actually did. So,
Yeah. Well, I had a dog that the way that it was set up, and it went across the front of the house and then down the wall. She found out she could get beside the house and make her run for the street and run through it. And the thing is, she wouldn't come back home. She'd come back and sit across the street.
Because she didn't want to come back to the fence.
No.
Well, she used to get me my newspaper, and she used to really bring it back, and she kept me so contented. But I figured I could teach a dog to do that. And I bet Dan knows what song I'm referencing there.
that's
Actually got a drum. Even if it was just the monkey drum roll, he actually got a drum roll.
Oh, you got a rim shot for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, it's better than Greta.
anything.
Go ahead, show Greta. I don't
No,
care.
don't show Greta.
Oh, God.
Please. Grates on my
I
nerves.
don't want to spend the rest of the night cleaning this sniper rifle. I'm just saying. Okay.
Well, you know, Josh is going to say something before the end of the night that's going to bring Greta up anyway. So,
Yeah, I will.
and now, and I know why your phone is vertical. See, I'm going to pick on Josh about this all night, because then Josh could say, I was vertical during the show all night long.
No, I'm actually horizontal.
That's not nothing to be aspiring to there, Bill.
Although I do think you and Josh are related, because I saw you were drinking out of the same can. Hi, Ace.
Ace, good to see you, or virtually.
Yep, Bill.
Oh, go ahead, Michaela. You just go right ahead. Get it all out of your system, or as much as you can. It'll
I just thought of something. Is this
Oh,
you,
God.
Josh?
trouble now.
No, quick, get rid of it.
Josh,
You thought of something?
yeah, Josh, is this you?
No. That could be my father.
I was not going to
Daddy!
say that. I was not going to say that. I promise. I did think it really loud, but I wasn't going to say it.
It's not Josh because you don't see the ceiling.
Yeah, I can't see up that way.
Go ahead, Josh. Do it for us one time. Let's see.
That was Don that said that. I mean,
Other finger.
what? I don't
Yeah,
know.
other finger.
Damn, Bill.
John, quit messing with me.
This is going to be our highest rated show this year.
We're number one with the Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl says it does look like Josh a bit.
Nah,
Up
John
there.
done said that.
Well,
Carl, you're being too nice.
No. It didn't accurate. We're the best looking people on this show.
I have
Well, we got somebody at Twitch. It's either Pizza Jams or Kiri Rose.
Uh-oh.
okay.
This is going to win the Russian Porn Award.
Are you calling us Russians? Or are
Pizza
you calling
Jams.
us Russians?
Pizza Jam. Oh, wait, you thought that you do it. There you go. Pizza
Pizza
Hey,
Jam.
Yeah.
that's where the hipsters go.
Jam.
Hey, and bye.
Why is Pizza Jams not on the show?
Uh-oh. Brown chicken, brown cow.
No.
Oh boy.
browsing alcohol. Okay, so you got to do that in the proper context.
I got
Excuse me.
Bring out the hedgehog.
you don't know how hard it is to not write music that sounds like that.
I can tell already this late night. In 20 minutes is going to be.
Hey, Dan,
Yes.
I could do that promo you did for the Rising Tide Network that has like the music that slowly shifts over to porno music. It starts out as like cool jazz, and then by the end of the advertisement, it's like, wow.
Hey,
And Dan should talk like Barry White when he does that promo.
Show.
now let me do the promo.
Well,
Pop.
Bill,
Pop,
I actually
let me do
do
it.
talk like Barry White when one of the ladies is around. And have you noticed my voice drops an octave when I'm talking to Michaela or Donna or something?
Hey, Pops.
Like,
Pops, let me do it. We drop it down an octave.
I don't know. A reloading press ain't your forte. You might get your thumb.
Oh man!
What pistol is it that it's one of the semi-automatic pistols, clip pistols, magazine pistols. Every time you fire it, if you ain't just right, it's gonna rip the skin right off your thumb.
That could be a Colt 45. That
Yeah.
could
No,
be
Colt 45 has a thumb strap on the back. So
So does
yeah,
the,
mine never
does the-
bothers me.
unless you have not been taught how to hold it correctly.
yeah, well, now any semi-auto, because the slides come back.
So I
If you've got your thumb up, you're
Yeah.
you're gonna.
There are
Good night, Jennifer.
there were a couple of
12.
Browning designs that do not have that thumb strap to keep your hand to push your hand down
A
below.
lot of the
strap.
original Colt designs didn't have that either. I think the 32 Colt automatic, the Mustang, didn't have it.
Yep.
And it was very popular. But
what
If you get the grip a little too high, you're gonna
good
wind
night,
up
Sophia. Thank you for your service. Okay.
in your hands.
See the Beretta? Was it 1911 Beretta?
No, 1911 was a Colt. Beretta was
No.
a 92F.
Sophia's
yeah.
on your channel, Dan.
Oh well.
Apparently, you are a ladies' man in Russia.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, you seen the women in Russia?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Okay, you got two types of women in Russia: supermodels and tractors. One of them
And
pulls a plow. I ain't telling you which one.
It's not.
And
It's
as
not
a
like
former farmer, I'll tell you which ones get attracted to me.
Hey, we got 15 minutes.
I didn't say I'd go into detail.
Well,
I'll tell you in 15 minutes.
do you really want to know the difference between a Russian porn star and a Russian tractor?
Go
One
ahead.
of them plows a field.
One of them is a plow field.
This is your show.
But which one has hydrostatic drive?
Dan, no.
Oh,
It's after 9 o'clock.
I'll be darned. I went and found a picture of the pistol I wanted to show you, but I just realized we can't show gun pictures on this thing.
I like this one.
How about a real one?
I think I actually taught Pizza Jam this one. What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom? One of them snatches watches. Well, we really need the green room tonight. Too late. We done crossed.
Okay,
the line.
go ahead and fire it up.
Here.
Have we done crossed
He
line?
said,
Okay.
he said tomorrow night.
Carl, Armageddon's coming tomorrow night. There may not be no green room.
The green room starting early today.
We get the weather we're supposed to get.
Hey, Carl, the green room starting in 13 minutes. Get ready.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Mm. Nope, we can't do that. Last Man Standing gets recorded. The green room does not get recorded. What's said in the green room stays in your imagination for the rest of your life, but it does not go on tape.
Thank God.
Carl will screenshot it.
Okay.
Will.
Carl.
I was talking to somebody one time. I won't tell you who, but you know his name. Okay. We were talking about things you can say on the radio, and like if you say them one way, it's okay to say it on the radio. If you say it the other way, you can't say it on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was that joke about what's the difference between a porcupine and a BMW?
Yeah, one of them, the pricks on the outside.
With one of them, a pricks on the outside. That refers to the porcupine. You can say that on the radio. You can't say it the other way around, that the pricks on the inside. Like one of the pricks on the inside. Okay.
I didn't know porcupines could drive BMWs. And that's how you get saved from it.
Nobody really.
Oh, Carl's fessing up now. He says he has to screenshot the green room, otherwise he won't remember it.
Carl, you really want to remember it? Really?
Yeah, you might not want to remember that. Some of that.
Oh, I think I got this one. The inside, yes, indeed. What side of a werewolf has no hair? The inside, yes, indeed. Ain't going there. I'm sorry. It's tempting.
Yeah, that's way too.
That's low hanging fruit. No, that's too easy.
Well,
hold that till tomorrow.
I mean, okay.
Could be that a French werewolf might have hair on the inside,
but his hair was perfect.
Yeah.
How many Microsoft programmers does it take to change a light bulb? None. They changed the standard to dark.
Yeah.
See, that's bad, man. Him both about spit shit out.
No,
synchronized spit takes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Carl's response to that.
Yeah, I'm waiting too because he's about to say something.
Yeah, Carl's typing.
I knew when John started talking that there was going to be a chance that it might have to be ending in an explosive decompression. So,
yeah, I about lost
stirring pot, folks.
Stirring the
pot.
That's what they have when you get done eating at Taco Bell.
No, that'd been the other end.
Speaking of Taco Bell, God, I want a bean burrito with extra onions, extra cheese, and extra red sauce and sour cream.
You don't want to punish yourself,
Joe. Like you know what's funny about that?
What?
I've got everything to make that downstairs in the kitchen, and it sounds really good right about
downstairs in the kitchen.
Send me your address. I'm on the way.
And Joe's sober, so he can actually drive.
Well, wait a minute. Let me point something out here real
quick.
Wait. That one. Okay. Wile E. Coyote has graciously loaned me the plans for the Burrito Flipper 9000 here.
So all
you just go stand out in the yard and wait on your burrito.
And a microwave because it's going to cool off in midair.
Aluminum foil.
Explosive.
Just
pizza jams. Wait a minute. If I've got a catapult full of burritos, okay, the wrong thing to say is "aw shoot."
Pull.
Can I say yeet when I do it? I really want to say yeet. Yeah. I just don't get to say yeet enough. All the new kids are saying it. I
what does yeet mean anyway?
Apparently it's Greek and it means throw. And when they used to throw their spears, they used to yell yeet.
That's what that new centrifugal launch system is for little satellites. It yeets things into
they're literally yeeting satellites into orbit.
Okay.
They just yeeted what $141 million worth of satellite.
What was that one? This is true, but Atney gives you one hell of a customer discount. Okay.
The fact that you got to wear a furry suit when it gets delivered is not something that's regularly discussed.
And they give you even a bigger discount if you're a returning customer.
Just keep eating.
Yeah.
You know, strangely enough, everybody jokes about how Acme is that company that, you know, makes everything. Okay. It's just like the hypothetical, you can get it from Acme. But I always thought, and this is something, if anybody from Hollywood is listening to this, I'm going to copyright it right now on YouTube. Okay, so you can't use it without paying me millions of dollars. All right. I always thought that Hollywood should start a store because they copyrighted the brand name, right? Hollywood. Yeah. They need to start a store similar to Costco, where everything in it, just like Costco, instead of where Costco has the Kirkland brand, the Hollywood store has the Hollywood brand, and they sell everything with the Hollywood logo. And you know how you go in and you see these movies where they have like generic beer, because they're not, nobody paid to get their logo on the beer can or anything like that. Have it so that all the studios in Hollywood can use Hollywood brand in the movies.
Oh, they'd lose so much product placement money though.
I miss that. That reminds me, I miss Bruno's.
Yes, Bruno's. That was a good one.
Bruno's had generic beer. White can, black letters. It said beer.
Beer. We were talking about that the other night, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
Joe wasn't here.
Bruno's in Tuscaloosa.
The ones that were here available in Athens area, the generic beer, white can, black lettering, no other thing. If you read the fine print on the back, it was Valentine beer. I assume that different companies were also putting out the generic beer as well, not just this one.
But I thought it would be really cool is that if you go to vacation in Los Angeles and you go to any of the Hollywood stores, you can buy whatever
I used to work at a Bruno's.
Now I'll tell you something about. I noticed at the factory about 30 years ago, there were different little bits and pieces of the machinery that had a very prominent label on them. And it was Acme Transformer. And I looked at that and I go, why do I get the image of a cardboard Megatron?
Strangely enough, there is a store called Acme Markets. They have 162 stores throughout Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania as of 1999.
Well,
it's a subsidiary of Albertsons.
Okay.
Apparently, there is one that actually makes electrical transformers. Step up, step down, and does.
There is an actual Acme tool store.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to acmetools.com.
And they're a subsidiary of Harbor Freight, aren't they?
Okay. There is an Acme Brick, Tile, and Stone in Chattanooga. There's actually two of them.
Yep.
And an Acme Industrial. They're down on Rossville Boulevard.
Boys, we got about 4 minutes.
Yep. Don't even play it. Let's just start wrapping it up. Dan, what's that book you got out?
Which one? I got two, and I got a third one at the publisher.
Well, what is it?
Oh, I know. It's just how can I find it with all this? I mean, you've got an entire internet library here.
What's all three of them?
Just shout the name out.
Abducted is the name of the one that you should start the series with, and I believe it's this one right here that's narrated by Walt Allen. Hashtag always promote. Then there is Tales from the Marinebrim, which is going to be reissued by Three Ravens Press with the original cover and a complete re-edit of the stories inside. All the original typos have been eliminated, and all new typos have been inserted just for your reading pleasure. And then a story that I did 20 years ago in Apelian is now at the publisher. It is called Fly by Wire, and hopefully that will be out in ebook in the same format that we did online, so that you get all the bells and whistles. But when it comes to print, you cannot have multicolored typefaces and hundreds of illustrations.
That's what I was going to ask. Was it going to be in print, that last one? So.
I am still waiting for word from the publisher. It is in the line, waiting for them to
Hey,
get
Dan.
to. Yes.
Dan, do a 3D cover that's like a black cover and one part's red, one part's blue, and have 3D glasses with it.
I've already done the cover. I did the cover 20 years ago for the
new cover.
This would be the first book of mine that I actually would get credit as the cover artist as well as the writer.
Now, see, that's I double dog dare you, and you put the 3D glasses in the book, and everybody has. Ooh, that's cool.
And we got to say goodnight, everybody.
But John, man, you got to do the book.
Hey, I love the idea of putting 3D glasses in the book.
We'll do it.
And it's like,
I can say
All
that.
right. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, Candias.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.